Hello, welcome to the definitions of abnormality section. So the first definition that we look at is deviation from social norms. So a social norm is basically an unwritten rule in society. So for example, in England, we queue up for things, and that's kind of the normal thing to do. If you broke that social norm, somebody would no doubt tell you about it. Now, these social norms vary between context, culture, situation, and age. So, for example, um, it's not okay to walk around naked, but if you're at a nudist colony, then that's normal. So the context affects the social norm. In terms of age, so it's not normal for a 30-year-old man to wear a nappy, but it's normal for a baby to wear a nappy. The situation might make a difference. So it might be okay to be drunk at a party in a certain situation, whereas in the middle of the daytime, it might not be. Now, the deviation from social norms definition, it can be holistic. So it can look at the whole sort of situation. And it can also help people get support if someone sees that they are deviating from the norms. It's also an individual differences approach because it understands that we're all unique. And it's also subjective, which is a criticism. Um, what's normal to somebody might not be normal to somebody else, depending on their subjectivity. A weakness is that homosexuality was a crime until 1960s, and it was a mental disorder until the year 2000. Um, and there's also an ethnocentric bias because of perceptions of normality, what's normal. So cultural relativity, um, you could use terms like that if you're talking about deviation from social norms. So a social norm is an unwritten rule, and social norms can vary between situation, age, context, and other factors that like culture. So hopefully, if you get a question on social norms, you should be able to know what a social norm is and give some examples of social norms.